Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and today I'll be taking a look at the Hypergrip for the iPhone 5. This case comes from a company called Musubo, based in China, and this case will cost you $29.99 from musubo.com.hk. You could also get this case in a number of different color combinations from their website. Now this case is made of silicone and it gives you a pretty good amount of protection for your device while adding a number of design elements to it. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. Taking a look at the packaging, I think it's pretty interesting and unique. It's easy to get into and there's not a lot of wasted materials, so pretty good stuff going on. On the back it tells you a little bit about the case. So it is made of protective silicone, it has a precision fit, full access to your ports, and you get a free video stand included in the packaging. So let's go ahead and get into it and take a closer look at everything else. So opening it up, all of the goodies are inside. Instead of getting a screen protector, you get a little plastic video stand. I don't understand why they don't include screen protectors. I guess they think that most people don't use them, but it's still nice to see. Here's the video stand itself. I'll show that towards the end of the video. But here's the case itself. It will add a little bit of bulk to your device, but it's a pretty unique looking piece of silicone. There's also this plastic strip on the back that helps keep the shape of the case. You don't have to remove this, but you can if you'd like. On the inside of the silicone case, we have Musubo's logo right there. To install it, I start button side first and snap everything else up and over the case, or excuse me, the phone, and just like that, it is installed. So there's a little bit of a layout on the table design, not too large though. One thing I noticed is that the top of the silicone and the bottom of the silicone, it sort of droops down or up a little bit. You can see that it's not exactly flush with the phone a little bit. It's kind of curving up just a tiny bit. On the bottom, it droops down a little bit, and I think that this could get worse as you use this case, depending on if you get this pulled onto something or anything like that. So that is one thing to note if you don't like silicone cases that do those things. Taking a tour of the case, we do have volume up and down for our volume buttons, or excuse me, covers for our volume up and down buttons. They're fairly easy to press and they give you a great amount of click when you are pressing the buttons. Right above that is our silent switch cutout. It's a little bit recessed, but it's pretty easy to get into. At the top we have a cover for the power button. It's also easy to press and you get a fair amount of feedback when pressing it. On the left and right sides of the case, you can see that we do have plenty of ridges, so this adds an excellent amount of grip to your your phone. At the bottom though, we have a cutout for our 3.5mm headset jack, microphone, lightning port, and speaker. Since we're dealing with silicone, you could get away with sort of moving it around a little bit if you have large headphone plugs or lightning plugs. So yeah, that's about it with that. On the back though, we have a pill-shaped cutout for this camera area, and I think that it's shaped just fine. You can see just a little bit of the metal on the back of your phone, but we do have a black lining here to help prevent any potential flash issues that you might encounter. On the back, on the black plastic piece, we have Musubo's logo, as well as the name of the case, Hypergrip, right there. If I take you closer to the back, you can see that we do have some perforated holes here, which looks kind of nice. I guess it helps reduce the weight of the case just a little bit. The case itself feels good in the hand. You get plenty of grip because silicone, that's just the way silicone is. It gives you plenty of grip. I just really don't like how the top and bottoms droop, if you know what I mean. That's just a nitpicky thing. A lot of people might not care about that, in which case this case would probably be fine for you. And that is it with the case. Let me take a quick look at the video stand. Musubo's branding is on here. So to use this, you have a number of different areas where you could, a number of different angles for you to use. So you just take this piece here with the little cutout down at the bottom, and you'll be able to slide it into one of the 3 different angle positions, as you see here. And your iPhone sits right into it just fine, or at least, I have to lift this up. And then you can put your phone into it and it stays up without any issues. And it probably works a little bit in landscape orientation, although this stand is recommended for portrait, although they call this the video stand, in which case you would leave it like this. But it just doesn't seem as stable like that. But anyway, that's it with the Hypergrip by Musubo. This is a pretty unique looking case, and I think a lot of people will like it if they can get over the fact that the top and bottoms of the case either is pushed up a little bit or it droops down at the bottom. And like I said, since this is silicone that we're talking about, it might get worse over time. That's it with this video. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.